Welcome to Dave Third Eye Artwood. Today we have story time. A true story from my life with Dave Third Eye Art. Killer in the Woods, the Blacksmith. My friends and I were living up in the Pacific Northwest. I'm from the East Coast, met a friend down in California, and then invited my friend from the East Coast on over. Once we made friends and stuff, we eventually found a camp that we could live at. We were coming back from work one day. For context, we were working at a nearby farm, and driving back, I was stopping at the store and preparing to hang out with our friends at camp. We pull up to see a nice campfire, which was a welcome sign because there's usually a fire ban around this time, but it finally lifted. It was getting dark when we got there, so it was perfect timing. Plus, we had some food we wanted to throw on the fire. We walk over like normal, only to feel kind of like a strange vibe in the air. A little unusual. Mostly everybody at our camp was there, so we walk over to say what's up. Except, it seems a little bit unusual. Now let me remind you, we were living in the middle of the woods in the Pacific Northwest. Upon approach of our friends, we see somebody that my two friends and I had met earlier that week. None of the other campers have even met this guy at this point, but he's there, standing with them, leaning on a saw blade sword he made. We're not worried. Everyone at our camp, including us, is pretty tough, outdoorsmen, and they're all firefighters. However, as we walk over, we hear a lot of odd conversation, and upon our surprise, yeah, it's the guy we met earlier in the week. This guy is the definition of backwoods. However, he's nice enough, but my friend and I are the most surprised because we were the first two to meet him when he showed up to the property with gigantic swords on his dirt bike. We think nothing of it, and our friends and I are just trying to figure out a simple party game to play. It's like beer pong, or stumps, or maybe throw an axe at a tree. Cue the blacksmith joining in for the conversation. Just as it was getting dark, we all kind of click our headlamps on and are still hanging out. Now, the blacksmith. Hey, I know a game. We both turn to look at him and his friends, menacing stupid faces, and are kind of worried. However, they're nice enough, and we ignore the socially unintelligent remarks and say, okay, what? A childlike expression crosses his face, and he says, everyone runs in separate directions in the dark, and then me and my buddy come around and find y'all one by one. No groups or teams, and me and my buddy here will come and find you. Yeah. Needless to say, we are quite taken back by this, and we're obviously going to decline this offer. Yeah, I don't think so. That doesn't really sound like a game we want to play. Oh, why not? It'd be fun. We all kind of give each other the same look. Are we going to have to kill this guy? We go to politely dismiss, kind of trying to spare his feelings. No, I'm not sure. I don't think we want to play that game. We all deliver some version of, no thanks, man. Nah, I'm cool with that. Being murdered in the woods? No thanks, dude. Oh, well, I ain't gonna use a sword. We're all doing our best to defuse the situation, but the lack of social intelligence is terrifying. Our patience is quickly running thin. Oh man, it'd be fun. This is where we lose it. We begin to point and scream, get the F out of here. We were ready to pounce. And there was no way, even if it was a game, that we were gonna play this twisted version of hide and seek. We all hung out by the fire, one by one going to sleep, but we spent mostly the rest of that night joking about what happened, telling stories, and having a lot of fun. We also had no more problems with the blacksmith and never saw him again. That was just one of the many tales I've had on my crazy adventures. The next day, we decided to go on an amazing hike in the beautiful area around us to enjoy some of what we had. If you like this Storytime series, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you had a cool story that you want me to recreate, or you would like to hear some more of my adventures. Subscribe for more Dave Third Eye Art.